Well, the house is done, except for two windows, which will take me about 10 minutes, if that. I just can't do them until the rest of the house dries around the windows, because I got to cut in the facer board. So, other than that, the house is done. And I think I found some wood to use for a lamp. And that's about it. Oh, by the way, I mean, it may be just stupid, maybe common sense to some people. You know how I feel about common sense. I don't believe we should use the word because common sense is different for everybody. So, when you say it's only common sense to who? To you, maybe, but to somebody else, maybe not. And when I was painting the house just out there a few minutes ago, we use a brush, all right? If you're spraying, it doesn't make a difference. If you're using a roller, it really doesn't make a difference. But if you're using a brush, it's a habit for people to go like this, side to side. It's just a habit. And if you got shingles or clapboards or whatever, you usually paint under the board first, and then you paint the boards. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. However, you got to think of this for a minute. If you're getting rain, which we do, sometimes we get a lot of rain, and the house gets wet, and the rain is running down. Well, you may not see them, but you got brush marks. And you're not going to see them, but if you're painting this way, they're going that way. Which means as the water comes down, it's going to wear them out quicker. So it's always a good idea, once you lay on your paint, to brush it down. So that when the water runs, it runs down with the brush mark instead of against the brush mark, which will start wearing the paint off quicker. Now, it's little to none, however, it can help. And if you think about it, it makes sense. Water's flowing water, running water has got some power to it. So, rainwater, it depends on how hot it's beating on the house, but there's things you have to think about. All right, anyway, it's about 3:30. That's 3:40, 15:40, and it's August 24th, 2019, here in Connecticut. The weather is 77 degrees outside, 80 in here, if you can believe that. And tomorrow I'm going to come out here because the house is basically done. So I'm going to come out here tomorrow and I'm going to try to get this radio programmed. And there's another one over here. Where the hell is it? Oh, there it is right there. I want to try to get that one programmed. And then I may even take this computer over to Staples. As much as I hate to go over there and spend money, I could try it one more time. I got to try to get it where I can just erase it completely and start fresh with a Windows. But every time I go to try that, it wants me to put in the Windows Vista code first to prove that I had Windows at one time, and I don't understand that. It really shouldn't ask that because, I just did a format and reinstall on my wife's computer starting from scratch, so I don't quite understand it. So I'm going to go through it one more time because that's a good working little computer over there. And if I can get that one working, I can use that one to use for programming all these radios, so I don't have to keep the programs in that one and that one. I can just keep them on a backup and not worry about it. All right, so time to shut down and see what's going on. Let's see, is that shutdown off? Yes, it does. Excellent. But I'm going to turn it off anyway. Turn off the TV, if I can find the remote, which I have right here. And turn off the driveway cams. I have over here. And turn off the bench light, which I have charging, but right now I don't care. So we don't have to worry about that. And I guess that's about it. Yeah, as Papa Texas would say. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that's it. I think I bored you enough with videos for today. I gave you a lot of shit to think about. Or at least watch if you wanted to. And we're going to call it a day. I do want to sand this down a little bit real quick. So let me get that done. I'll get right back to you. Because I don't want to sand. Well, you know what? You might be able to watch it from here. I don't want to get dust all over everything. Especially all over the camera. But this is where I get the dust from when I'm sanding with this. I keep the dust instead of the sawdust coming out of the chop saw or the table saw. This is more like a powder. I definitely need more room. There we go. So tomorrow, I'll put some paint on that. I didn't get too much dust from that, so this is what it is. Now that's all wood. Alright, so I'll sweep that up because there is quite a bit there actually. And I'll end up sweeping that all up with a little brush and putting it in my little container up there. Because if you wanted to do something with glue and a wood filler, that works a lot better on little things when you're doing the wood glue. Alright, I will catch you guys later.